Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, where did the years go? The face looking back at you holds a lifetime of laughter, wisdom, and love. Yet, behind that smile, there might be a quiet wish for more time. More time with your children, your grandchildren. More mornings with strength in your steps and clarity in your thoughts. You see, growing older is not the challenge. The challenge is growing older while keeping your body, your mind, and your heart young enough to enjoy it all. And that's where today's story begins. Because there's one simple, often overlooked mineral that holds the power to protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and strengthen your bones. A true longevity secret that every senior over 60 deserves to know. This isn't about expensive supplements or chasing youth in a bottle. It's about understanding how your body changes with time and giving it exactly what it needs to thrive. So stay with me until the end, because this one mineral, found right in nature's pantry, could change the way you age. Every day, millions of seniors wake up feeling just a little slower than the day before. Joints ache, memory fades, energy feels low, and sleep doesn't refresh the way it used to. You might tell yourself, it's just age, but deep down you wonder, does it really have to be this way? The truth is, many of these signs aren't just about aging. They're signals that your body is missing something crucial, something so small, yet so vital it impacts every heartbeat, every breath, every muscle contraction, and even how you think. That something is the mineral we're talking about today, your body's silent guardian. It's the mineral that keeps your heart beating steadily, your brain firing properly, and your bones strong enough to carry you gracefully through life. But here's the shocking part. Over 70% of adults over 60 are deficient in it. Why? Because with age, absorption declines, kidneys lose efficiency, and certain medications further drain it from your body. The result? Fatigue, muscle weakness, poor sleep, irregular heartbeats, anxiety, and even memory issues. All symptoms many people wrongly blame on just getting old. But it doesn't have to be that way. Because when you restore balance, when you replenish this one mineral, your body responds with gratitude. Energy returns, sleep deepens, memory sharpens, and most importantly, you feel alive again. Let's pause for a moment. Think about the word longevity. Most people think longevity means living longer, but true longevity means living better, more years with strength, clarity, and independence. Science tells us that longevity isn't about luck, it's about cellular health. Your cells need certain nutrients to keep renewing and protecting themselves. When they don't get enough of this mineral, they begin to break down faster. Imagine your body as a house. Every brick, every wall depends on the foundation beneath. This mineral is that foundation. Without it, cracks appear. First small, then spreading. Fatigue, stiffness, confusion, imbalance. But when you repair that foundation, everything above it strengthens. Now, let's talk about what happens inside your body when this mineral is missing. Every heartbeat, every nerve signal, every muscle contraction, they all depend on a delicate balance of minerals. Among them, this one stands out because it acts like a spark plug for more than 300 enzymatic reactions in your body. Let's dig deeper into how this mineral supports longevity. First, it protects your heart. Your heart beats about 100,000 times a day, and each beat requires this mineral to maintain rhythm. Without enough, electrical impulses can become irregular. That's why low levels are linked to higher risk of heart issues, including arrhythmia and high blood pressure. Second, it strengthens your bones. Most people think only calcium matters for bone health. But calcium cannot do its job properly without this mineral guiding it into bones, instead of letting it build up in arteries. Studies show that older adults who maintain healthy levels have stronger bones and lower fracture risk. Third, it supports your mind. This mineral helps regulate neurotransmitters, the chemicals your brain uses to think, learn, and remember. Deficiency is associated with increased anxiety, poor focus, and even higher risk of cognitive decline. Fourth, it improves sleep and recovery. It helps your muscles and nervous system relax, easing tension and promoting restful sleep. For many seniors, that means fewer nighttime awakenings and more refreshing mornings. The secret isn't just taking a supplement. It's about restoring balance through diet, lifestyle, and awareness. Let's talk about how you can do that safely and effectively. Start with food. The mineral we're talking about is abundant in nature, especially in certain whole foods that have become less common in modern diets. For example, nuts and seeds, particularly almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds, leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard whole grains, such as brown rice and oats, and legumes like black beans and lentils, and even dark chocolate. In moderation, adding a variety of these foods to your meals each week can gently restore your levels over time. Next, focus on hydration. This mineral works hand in hand with water to balance electrolytes, so drinking enough fluids, especially water, is essential for maintaining its levels. Third, be mindful of medications that deplete it. I want to tell you a small story. There was a man named Joseph, 72 years old, retired teacher. For years, he'd been waking up tired. His hands trembled slightly when he wrote. He couldn't sleep well, and he often forgot where he'd placed things. He thought it was normal aging, until his doctor discovered he was severely deficient in this one mineral. Within a month of restoring his levels naturally, Joseph's tremors faded. His sleep improved. He started gardening again. When I asked him what changed, he smiled and said, "I feel like my body remembered how to be me again." That's what this is about. Helping your body remember how to be you. So, as we reach the final part of this journey, let's reflect on what we've learned. Longevity isn't about adding years to life. It's about adding life to years. And that begins with giving your body the basic building blocks it's quietly asking for. This one mineral, humble, essential, and too often ignored, supports over 300 functions in your body.